It's pretty basic. You turn on your tap, you want to be able to trust the water you drink. That is not the case for everyone in Colorado. Some of our water supply is privately owned and therefore unregulated. As it turns out, some of that water also contains too much arsenic. But all the health department can do is let the owner know and hope they take care of it. Here's our Anusha Roy.
There's a question that's been bugging the Delta County Health Department director.
We had no knowledge on the western slope of private drinking water quality.
Water, Ken Nordstrom said 36,000 people, or approximately 60% of the population across 6 counties, rely on. But this water isn't regulated by the state because it's privately owned. So they paired up with CU Boulder to test some of those water wells and found not everything was okay.
We're surprised in a way.
Professor Joe Ryan helped with this study that found 11% of those wells had too much arsenic, in some cases twice the state safety standard.
And it's something that you just wouldn't think about until you have a problem.
In the short term, arsenic can make a person feel nauseous and throw up. Long term, it could be connected to a higher risk of cancer and diabetes, depending on how much arsenic a person drinks and their size.
We have not had any direct links to private drinking water, people getting sick.
But Nordstrom also said they don't know for sure because their records are incomplete.
This is something that other counties ought to be checking on.
Around 10% of Colorado's population relies on private sources of drinking water, and there are roughly 190,000 private water wells, some used, some not.
I know exactly what these people are dealing with, drink from private well myself.
But not everyone is a professor with access to a lab, so cost of testing can become a barrier.
One of the answers we get to that question is, oh, I've been drinking this water for 30 years and I'm not sick.
So all they can really do is encourage these well owners to make some of those fixes, test more regularly, follow through with that, because they can't actually force them to do anything because the wells never moved. They're still on private property. So these owners, that means that they're responsible for paying for the water test that can cost as much as $260, and then filtering out the arsenic, fixing that problem, that can cost around $1,000 that would be coming out of the owner's pocket.
So Nusha, when I picture arsenic, I picture either like a murder mystery or industrial waste, but I'm also not that bright.
No, well, no. That is why we researched this today, right? So what they are telling us is that they think it's natural. It can occur in the rocks and soil. That happens, seeps into the water. And what they were saying is that there hasn't been enough industrial activity, which helped them rule out that this has a human-caused problem at this point.
Significant bill for the folks who get those notices. All right. Thank you, Nusha.